The rain hammered against the window pane, mirroring the storm brewing inside me. I sat alone, staring at the flickering television screen, yet not really seeing it. My gaze drifted to the photo on the mantelpiece, a younger, happier version of myself grinning beside Sarah. Back then, our laughter filled the room. Now, silence echoed the emptiness in my heart. When was the last time we truly connected? I wondered, a pang of sadness clenching my chest. I felt increasingly invisible, my emotional needs disregarded, my presence taken for granted. I loved Sarah, but a chilling thought echoed in the silence. Was this love enough?
Mark's story, though fictional, reflects a silent crisis brewing in many relationships, the emotional struggles of men feeling unappreciated and overlooked. Society often paints men as stoic providers, their emotional complexities brushed aside. Yet beneath the surface lies a deep well of feelings, longing for recognition, respect and love. Imagine this. You express your love, your needs, your vulnerabilities, only to be met with indifference or dismissive silence. This is the daily reality for many men like Mark, trapped in emotionally arid relationships.
Bills piled up, important dates forgotten, his attempts at affection met with lukewarm responses.
Sarah, though not intentionally malicious, had developed a pattern of nonchalance. Each instance chipped away at Mark's sense of self-worth, leaving him feeling like an afterthought in his own home. Research shows that men value appreciation and emotional responsiveness just as much as women. When these needs are consistently unmet, it breeds resentment, frustration, and a deep sense of loneliness. The lack of appreciation manifested in Sarah's actions, or rather, the lack thereof. She'd conveniently forget birthdays or anniversaries, leaving Mark to pick up the pieces of his shattered expectations.
My attempts at planning romantic evenings would be met with indifference, my expressions of love dismissed as clingy or unnecessary. I carried the weight of her forgetfulness, her lack of initiative, her seeming inability to reciprocate my emotional investment. It was as if she was oblivious to the emotional toll her actions were taking on me. I yearned for the woman I fell in love with, the one who used to match my enthusiasm, my zest for life, my love.
He yearned for the woman he fell in love with, the one who used to match his enthusiasm, his zest for life, his love. Section 4. Lost in translation, the language of appreciation. Often, the disconnect stems from a fundamental difference in how men and women perceive and express appreciation.
Men generally feel valued through acts of service and words of affirmation. A simple thank you for a chore-done recognition for his efforts at work or appreciation for his presence can go a long way in nurturing his emotional well-being.
Women, on the other hand, may express love through physical touch, quality time, or thoughtful gestures. This difference in love languages can lead to misunderstandings and unmet needs if not addressed openly and honestly. Section 5. Rebuilding the bridge, steps towards reciprocity. The good news is that even relationships teetering on the brink of emotional disconnect can be salvaged with effort and understanding from both partners. The first step is open and honest communication.
Men need to find their voice and express their emotional needs without fear of judgment or ridicule.
Women, in turn, need to listen with empathy and understanding, making a conscious effort to reciprocate their partner's emotional investment.
Small gestures of appreciation, a conscious effort to be present and attentive, and a willingness to prioritize each other's emotional well-being can bridge the gap and reignite the flame of love and respect. Remember, relationships are a two-way street requiring equal effort and commitment from both partners. Section 6. A call for shared responsibility. Mark's story is not just his, it's a reflection of countless men who silently bear the brunt of emotional neglect in relationships. It's time we break the silence surrounding men's emotional needs and foster an environment where vulnerability is met with empathy, not indifference. Relationships thrive on mutual respect, appreciation, and a shared responsibility for each other's emotional well-being. So the next time you interact with your partner, ask yourself, am I truly present? Am I appreciating the man beside me? The answer might be the key to unlocking a deeper, more fulfilling relationship.